All right, if you're a Karachi Board student staring down the 2026 HSC exams, you've probably got this stack of model papers, right? And let's be honest, they can look a little intimidating. But what if I told you these aren't just papers? They're actually a secret blueprint packed with hints straight from the examiners. Today, we're going to crack this code together.
Seriously, think of this thing less like a test and more like a roadmap. The people who make the exam are literally showing you the way. All the main roads, the shortcuts, everything. By the time we're done here, you'll know how to read this map like a pro and walk into that exam hall feeling totally in control. Okay, first things first, we need to talk about what's new for 2026. And I'm not talking about small tweaks. These are some pretty big shifts in how the exams work, and they're going to change how you need to prep, especially if you're a science student. And hey, you don't have to dig deep to find this stuff. It's right there on the cover. There are two major game changers you need to know about. First, almost everything is based on the new book syllabus now. And second, and this is a huge deal for all you science folks, get ready for e-marking and OMR.
So what on earth does that even mean for you when you're actually sitting in the exam? Well, for Section A, your multiple choice questions, you're not going to be circling answers on the question paper anymore. Nope. You'll get this special sheet, an OMR sheet, and you'll have to fill in little bubbles. And here's the key. A machine grades this thing. That means you have to be super precise. There's zero room for messy mistakes.
And you know what? The examiners are actually trying to help you out here. They literally give you the rules. Use a blue or black ballpoint. Fill the bubble all the way. It's not a trick question. It's a checklist for getting easy marks. Just follow these simple instructions and you'll make sure the machine can actually read your answers. It's probably the easiest way to lock in those points.
All right, let's move on to the compulsory subjects. We're talking English, Urdu, the ones everybody has to take. That means the competition can be pretty stiff. The good news? The model papers give us a fantastic strategy guide, especially for a big one like English. And this right here just proves my point. Check out the breakdown for the English paper. A whopping 50%, half your entire grade, comes from Section B, the short answers. This isn't a suggestion. It's a giant, flashing sign telling you exactly where to focus your energy. If you want a good grade, you have to nail Section B. It's as simple as that.
And here is another pro tip, hiding in plain sight. The instructions tell you exactly what to do. Attempt 6 from Section BI and 4 from Section B2. What does that tell you? It means you have a choice. Please don't waste time answering extra questions thinking you'll get bonus points. You won't. Just pick the ones you know best and focus all your effort on making those answers amazing.
Okay, science crew, your turn. We already know the e-marking and OMR system is your new reality, but these papers reveal something else that is just as critical for you, and it's all about managing the clock.
Let's take a look at the physics paper as an example. You get 20 minutes for 17 marks in Section A, the MCQs. But then you get 160 minutes for the other 68 marks. You see the difference? For the MCQs, you have to be quick. We're talking about a mark a minute. But for the longer theory questions, you actually have more time to think, more than 2 minutes per mark. It's like you have to be a sprinter for the first part and a marathon runner for the second.
And you can literally see this split right on the papers themselves. The MCQ part is a 20-minute all-out sprint. Then the theory section is a long-distance race. You really have to treat them like two totally separate exams. When that first 20 minutes is over, you need to mentally switch gears and change your whole approach.
And check this out, another golden nugget, this time from the chemistry paper. See where it says answer any 9-part questions? That's not just an instruction, it's a hint from the examiner. They're telling you to be smart, quickly look through all the options and pick the 9 that you feel best about. This is your chance to play to your strengths and rack up the points. Okay. So what about commerce and computer science? Well, the same idea of being strategic applies, but the way the papers are structured gives us a few different clues about how to really nail them.
Take a look at accounting, for instance. See how Section B and Section C are both worth exactly 40 marks? That is a massive signal from the board. It means you can't afford to ignore one for the other. You need to give them equal attention when you're studying, and, just as important, when you're in the exam hall managing your time.
And in computer science, you'll see a lot of these or questions. You get a direct choice. Now, when you see this, your first instinct might be to just start writing. Stop. Your first job is to be a strategist. Ask yourself, which one of these do I really know? Which one can I answer more completely, maybe even faster? Choosing the right question is a skill in itself, and it can seriously boost your score.
Okay, so we've dived into specific subjects, but what are the big takeaways? What are the universal rules that work for every single paper? Let's boil it all down into a super simple plan you can use for any exam.
Here it is, your 3-step battle plan for the first 5 minutes of any exam. Ready? Step 1, read all the instructions. I know it's tempting to skip, but don't. Step 2, scan all the questions. Get a feel for the whole paper before you write a single word. And step 3, budget your time. Look at how many marks each section is worth and decide right then and there how much time you're going to give it. Trust me, this little routine will put you in the driver's seat.
And now for the golden rule. And I mean, it's literally written in pretty much every single one of these model papers. Do not copy the part questions in your answer book. Seriously, don't do it. You're just wasting time. The examiner wrote the question. They know what it is. They just want your answer. It sounds so basic, but just by following this one rule, you can save yourself so much time. Time you can use to make your answers even better.
And finally, one more time for anyone using an OMR sheet, let's just lock this in. Blue or black ballpoint pen only. Fill that bubble in completely. No pencils, no correction fluid, no random marks on the page. That sheet has to be clean because your examiner for that section is a machine, and you can't afford for it to get confused.
So there you have it. These 2026 model papers aren't some scary, mysterious thing anymore, are they? They're a blueprint. They show you the structure, the rules, and the best ways to win. The plan is right here in your hands. So the real question is, how are you going to use it to build your success? Good luck.